Hello, my name is Bree, and I'd like to welcome you to my channel, Breezy Banter, a place where I talk about the things I want to talk about. In today's video, I'm doing a continuation of a series that I have here on my channel, where I talk about a particular indie perfume house and my experience with that house. Today's video is going to focus on a Canadian brand called NatuKari. I hope I am pronouncing it correctly. So as I mentioned, during this video, what I will tell you is the name of the scents that I tried, whether or not I received it as a free sample, the rating of the scent out of 10, whether or not I want to full size it, the notes as described by the house, and then my own personal description. I also go over the general customer service and turnaround time that I experienced when I ordered from the store. One thing that I'll mention up front is that I didn't receive any free samples with my order. I don't consider this to be a positive or negative thing. Generally speaking, what I care about is that I got what I paid for. Anything on top of that is nice, but not receiving it isn't like a downside or negative in my book. I also want to be upfront about the types of scents that I tend to go for. So notes that I generally enjoy include vanilla, sugar, cotton candy, and lime. So anything that kind of leans into that sweet gourmand kind of category. Notes that are hit or miss include most fruit notes, most florals, and musk. And notes that I tend to dislike include rose, pumpkin, incense, wood, or anything that has a more traditionally male scent profile. So with that out of the way, let's get into the perfumes that I tried. One thing that I'll mention is, so I ordered a handful of samples from the store, and I ordered a handful of samples and full sizes, and the full sizes came labeled, but the samples did not, and instead they had a number on them. And that number, there was like a piece of paper included in my order that tied that number to the vial, which for the most part, like, that's fine. I don't really care. But what had happened was, I think some of the, like, the numbers on the vials came off. So I did my best based on what I know I ordered and the sheet that was given to me, and not all the stickers came off, only some of them did, almost like half of them. I ended up having to guess at which scent was what. Some of them I think are quite obvious. Like the first one that I'm going to talk about is birthday cake. Like I have a pretty good idea based on what I ordered, like which one of them was birthday cake, but there are others that are less obvious. So take that with a grain of salt. I also think like that's a customer service issue that I didn't reach out to them about, but it is something that detracts from the experience. So as I said, the first scent that I think I tried is birthday cake. I rated it 8 out of 10, and I might want to full size it. It is a single note, so the notes here are just birthday cake. I said this scent is delicious and sweet, and it smells exactly as one would expect. Again, assuming that it is actually birthday cake. Then I bought black raspberry, which I already full sized, so I rated it 8 out of 10. And again, this is a single note. I said that this was a fun scent to have. It's definitely a blue sour raspberry note and smells like candy. It's nice for the summer. Then I tried Bordeaux, which I also ordered a full size of. I rated it 8 out of 10. And I couldn't find any notes for this literally anywhere. I know that I ordered it, but on their website, I can't find it. So I said that this scent is like a blue raspberry slushy. It is quite sweet and gourmand. So unfortunately I can't compare that to anything, but it like disappeared from their listing, I guess. Then I tried Carnival, which I rated 4 out of 10, and I do not want to full size. The notes are candy apple, lemon, banana, sweet vanilla, fluffy pink bubbles, accord, and spun sugar kissed with frosted rose petals and white musk. I said that this scent smells very similar to Island, Paradize, and Hawaii, which are two other scents that I will get to later on in this video. Then I tried Cashmere Cream, which I also bought a full size of. I rated it 9 out of 10. The notes are cashmere musk, sweet vanilla, and soft woods. I said this scent is very warm. It is definitely musky, sweet, and slightly woody / peanutty. It's a very comforting smell, perfect for the fall and winter. Then I tried coffee beans, which I rated 5 out of 10, and I do not want to full size. The notes are roasted coffee beans with light cream overtones. I said that this scent mostly smells like coffee that is slightly sweetened. I have such a distinct memory of this scent, which is like, when I say almost pure coffee, like literally almost pure coffee, there was like a slight sweetness to it, but it was like basically pure coffee. Then I tried Dark Kiss, which I rated 8 out of 10, and I do want to full size it. The notes are Mirabella plum, black raspberry amber, lush peony, vanilla bean, musk, and fresh spun cotton candy. I said this scent is incredible. It smells exactly like something I can't quite place from my childhood. It is sweet and sexy. I recognize now that's not the most useful description to people who didn't also have my childhood. Then I tried Hawaii, which I rated 8 out of 10, and I do not want to full size. The notes are mandarin with honeydew, fresh hibiscus, and vanilla. I said this scent is delicious and sweet. It smells beachy and warm and romantic. Then I tried Island Paradize, which I rated 4 out of 10, and I do not want a full size. The notes are peach with notes of pineapple, banana, and orchid. I said this scent reminds me of a fruity pool. I don't get the pineapple and banana notes, but I do get the others. Then I tried Late Night Walk, which I rated 2 out of 10, and I do not want full size. It has notes of French lavender, lily of the valley, oak moss, and musk are woven in this deeply romantic fragrance, capturing the essence of moonlit strolls and lush gardens. I said this scent is fine, but it is so faint. I legitimately thought the bottle was empty, and then when I put it on and stuck my nose out all up on my arm, I can get a hint of some floral notes. So for whatever reason, that one basically smelled like nothing to me. Then I tried Mermaid, which I rated 5 out of 10, and I do not want a full size. The notes are ocean mist and seagrass with agave nectar and coconut milk. I said this is a perfectly fine scent. It's not offensive, but it's not particularly anything. Next is the scent Pumpkin Latte, which I rated 0 out of 10, and I already bought a full size of this, so I can't remember if I already sold this or if I still have it. I think I might have already sold it. The notes are white pumpkin and warm spice topped with buttery caramel. I said the spice irritated my skin upon application, which is common for my skin for most spices from most houses. So that's like not a slam against this particular house or anything. Just worth noting, if you have particularly sensitive skin, it might be an issue. I said the throw for the scent is quite minimal, where I basically had to get all up on my arm to smell anything, and that's why I gave it a 0 rating. The actual smell itself is like a rich, slightly floral pumpkin. Then I tried Snow Fairy, which I rated 4 out of 10, and I do not want a full size. The notes are a sweet, delightful blend of banana cream pie, lemon zest, and peach nectar. I said this scent is very similar to Island Paradise. So I think you can see that like the common thread here is basically if there's like a fruity note mixed with something sweet, they kind of tended to all smell similar. The only exception I think thus far are the scents that have raspberry for whatever reason. Then I tried Sugar Cookies, which I rated 6 out of 10, and I bought a full size of this. The notes are cookies made with sugar and vanilla. I said, again, the scent is fine. It's sweet, but I would prefer more vanilla than sugar. It's definitely on the lighter end. Then I tried Vanilla Cream, which I rated 8 out of 10, and I bought a full size of this. The notes are a blend of fresh churned butter, sugar, and creamy vanilla bean. I said this is a very rich and creamy vanilla scent. I think it would be lovely in bath/body products. Lastly, I tried Warm Woods, which I rated 9 out of 10, and I had bought a full size of this. Similar to Bordeaux, I can't find the notes for this. It like disappeared off their page. I know I received it, and I know that I ordered it. So at some point I read the notes and liked what I saw. I just unfortunately can't tell you what they were. I said this scent was so interesting. It smelled awful in the bottle, like a straight scrubber, but when applied, it smelled sweet with light incense. I normally find that incense deepens over time, but it started light, and the sweetness and creaminess of what I assume is vanilla came more into its own, and the incense faded. So that's everything that I tried from NatuKari. You can see that there were some hits. There were a few misses as well, but nothing like too crazy. I can't say like they make my favorite scents ever, but they definitely made scents that I enjoyed wearing, and as I said, I do want to full size some of them. In terms of customer service and turnaround time, I placed my order on March 22nd, and it shipped on March 28th. So six days, that's perfectly reasonable in my view. In terms of who I think this shop would be good for, are a variety of people. So first, if you're Canadian, if you're like me, you recognize that there just aren't that many Canadian stores that sell perfumes, like indie perfumes. So this is an option. There's a caveat there that it's not clear to me whether or not these are scents made by the owner or if they use stock oils. Based on what I saw, I think at least some of these might be stock oils. Again, like that's up to you to decide whether or not you care about that. I generally don't care about it if I think the price reflects that. And in this case, I think if what I think is true, I think the price does reflect that. Like it's definitely on the cheaper end of things. I know that there are other stores that use stock oils, such as Sugar Milk Co. in the US, which they're on the cheaper end of things, but not as cheap as I would kind of expect someone would sell their products for in terms of if they are using stock oils. Whereas I feel like with NatuKari, like their price does reflect that. Again, if this is true, I don't actually know whether or not it's true. So I leave that to you. If you care about that, you can always reach out to the owner. As I said, like the prices were on the cheaper end of things, so it didn't bother me too much with that context. In addition to that, they also sell a lot of bath and body products, which I haven't tried, but I'm very interested in doing so. I enjoy maybe like twice a year or so getting like a sugar scrub, and particularly one that I enjoy like the scent of. I find that when I go looking for a sugar scrub, it's like I can go to Lush, which is fine. One of the scrub that I'm using currently is from Lush and I quite enjoy it, but it is on the more expensive side. And there are occasionally some scrubs that you can get like at the drugstore. I think Dove has one that I tried like a couple years ago and like it was fine. But I feel like if I'm gonna spend $12 on a sugar scrub from Dove at the drugstore, I would just rather spend like that same amount of money from an indie store in Canada, and get like probably more product for roughly the same price. So that's just my own belief. So I think that's everything that I had to share today for this particular house. Have you heard of this house? Have you tried anything from this house in particular? If you have tried any of their bath or body products, I would love to hear from you before I order anything myself. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you will like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And before I go, I'd like to thank you for taking time out of your day to spend watching this video. It really means a lot to me. Thank you. Bye.